Here are my top 10 wrestling commentators. Commentators in wrestling are fun, especially when you hear them commentate and call a match. And it's probably, just imagine you're doing a commentating thingy for hours upon hours. You won't be able to have a drink all hours for hours and hours. You won't be able to go to use the bathroom if you need it, if it's live, especially when it's live. So if they're for what, 3 hours, 4 hours commentating, your backside's goes numb. You won't be able to go to the bathroom. You won't be able to drink all them hours. And it's crazy what they have to do. But so here are my top 10 commentators in the business. Number 10 is Bobby Heenan and Vince McMahon. Bobby Heenan and Vince McMahon made commentating fun in the late 92 and late 93. And also made it fun on the primetime wrestling with Gorilla Monsoon, Mr. Perfect, and Slick. But other commentators duo, they were decent. Number 9 is Jesse the Body Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon. They made WrestleMania 3 fun. They made WrestleMania Survivor Series 88 fun. Both some WrestleMania and 89 fun. They made all WrestleManias fun and run before until WrestleMania 6. That was their last, and Survivor Series. That was their last. WrestleMania 86 was their last pay-per-view ever to do together. But when they did the commentary on them pay-per-view, it was fun to watch. Jesse the Body Ventura and Gorilla Monsoon made wrestling fun in the late 90s, early 90s. Number 8 is Lord Alpha A's and Sean Mooney. Why? Because when you see matches on videos or cartoon videos back then, you didn't hear other commentators other than Lord Alpha A's and Sean Mooney. And they would call some matches where we thought we never thought we would see, such as LOD and Natural Disasters against Money Incorporated and Nasty Boys. All them matches, them kind of matches, we wouldn't thought we would see on network, but we did. And Sean Mooney and Lord Alpha A's called some decent matches in that time. Number 7 is JBL and Michael Cole. When Taz left for ECW in 2006, we didn't know who was going to replace him until JBL came. And JBL and Michael Cole, for a year or so, they made SmackDown fun to watch. They made the SmackDown shows and the pay-per-views on SmackDown fun to watch. And when they called the matches, it was really fun, really interesting. Number 6 is Joey Styles, ECW. The only man to ever do a pay-per-view or a show on ECW, single-handedly. The crazy matches ECW had, and when he would call a match, it was crazy. but fun to watch. Joey Styles made commentating fun to watch on ECW. Number 5 is Jesse the Body and Vince McMahon. Vince and Jesse made Saturday Night Main Event late 80s in fun to watch. I think Jesse and Vince as duo was decent, was fun. And when they called the match on Saturday Night Main Event, when Jesse was rooting for the heels and Vince was rooting for the face, it was fun. It was really fun to see. Number 4 is Michael Cole and Taz. Michael Cole and Taz made SmackDown fun in the late 2002 until 2006. They would call some great matches with Eddie and Edge, with Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, with The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, with the tag matches with Guerreros, Benoit, Jericho, and Angle, all of them. They would call some great matches with them. Number 3 is a TNA duo, Mike Today and Don West. Don West and Mike Today made TNA fun in that era. The one match I'll always think about when I think about is the America's Most Wanted against Triple X. Alex Skipper and Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels, Chris Sabin, or other one, James Storm. He was on the shoulders of Christopher Daniels on the ropes. And Chris Sabin, like Alex Skipper, climbed on the cage and walked the cage and do like a Warner onto one of the members of America's Most Wanted. And the commentating with Don West and Mike Today, especially Don West, was freaking good, but crazy but good when they call them type of matches. When it's ended with AJ Styles or a base or anything like that, they would call some crazy. They would make their matches fun to watch when they were calling them. I hope one day that we have an announcing team in the Hall of Fame in TNA, and Don West and Mike Today get inducted. Number 2 is Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler. Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler made Attitude Era. Austin and Rock made Attitude Era, no question, but Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler made it even better. When they would call the match with Austin, Rock, Taker, Triple H, all them, they would make that match better because they were calling it. Jim Ross would say some awful thing about a bad guy like Triple H, or when Stone Cold turned heel, when everyone turned heel, he also said some bad things. But it was fun to watch. He made it interesting. Jim Ross would make up some crazy catchphrases up. And Jerry Lawler well too, but what the best duo in Attitude Era? Number one. I'll always say this until the day I die. The greatest commentator team of all time is Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. That duo, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan, that is the greatest commentator team of all time. Yeah, people got different opinions on others. That's fine, but to me, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan made wrestling fun in the golden era. They called great pay-per-views WrestleMania 7, SummerSlam 91, Survivor Series 91, Tuesday in Texas, Royal Rumble 91, 92, sorry, well, WrestleMania 8, and Royal Rumble 93. Seven pay-per-views, they're called, and they were not a bad pay-per-view with them seven when they called it. Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby Heenan as a heel commentator was fun to watch, but Gorilla Monsoon would determine to stop and all that. Will you stop and all that? Brilliant. These two made wrestling brilliant. One thing I loved about these two is WrestleMania 15 in Philadelphia, I think. There was a brawl for match with Butterbean and Bart Gunn. When the judges got announced, and when Al Finkel said the final judge don't need a induction, and I didn't know it was Gorilla Monsoon. Cause it was ill, but we didn't know it was. I didn't know until the ring Al Finkel announced him, and the standing ovation he got. I got goosebumps. And I still get goosebumps when they announces when I watched that pay-per-view. And Finkel says his name. And Hall of Fame 2004 when Heenan got inducted, when he said he wishes Gorilla Monsoon was here. Them two, to me, are fantastic commentators, great commentators. Will it be the same? No. But Michael Cole, Corey Gray, good. Michael Cole, Wayne Barrett, these good. There are some good commentators now, but back then they were even better. And that is all, folks, that is all, folks, for this week. I don't know what I'll be doing next week, but I'll think about it. Next week I'll do my goalkeepers, but I'll do it next week. So next week it'll be my top 10 goalkeepers, my top 10 tag team matches, top 10 comebacks in football. That's 3 for next week, and I'll think about what I'll do. I'll also be thinking about what I'll be doing next week or so. Until then, have yourself a good night and a good weekend.